In this video, I'm going to show you how to copy a master course over into your course. This is completely optional. The master courses are a way of giving resources to instructors in an intentional way that's not overwhelming to people. However, if you've been teaching the course a number of times and are more comfortable with copying your past course over, that's perfectly fine, or just starting from scratch. So this is an optional thing. If you don't copy the master course over, the content will be available to you anyway if you're on the course, and you can always download things as you go if you want to. So actually, I'm going to show you the master courses. This is the 161 master course, and there's directions that we'd like everybody to read about how to use the Canvas course. Basically, it says that it's just meant to be a template and everything is unpublished, except for these learning targets and success criteria, which I think are good to be published on every course. But basically, they're all unpublished because it's meant to be a decision for the instructor to make once they copy the course over, whether they want to publish certain materials or not. So what you have here is some resources and instructor guidelines. We highly recommend that you read these things before getting started, at least the directions here, how to set up your Canvas course and integration guide, and how to use the tutorials. ABCD cards, and there's a quick little video on really good practices with ABCD cards. That would be great. And then if you want to dive deeper into research on teaching and learning, there's a few articles in there. If you scroll down, you'll see sample syllabus, sample schedule, things like that. And then after that, everything is basically broken out into chapters as much as possible. And in each chapter, there's 3 categories. There's slides, there's tutorials and other learning materials, and there's implementation notes. And the implementation notes are meant to be a clearinghouse of just how this stuff went, how this chapter went for you, if you did a tutorial, how that went, and people can just kind of type in it as you go. So you see that Mark Muniz typed in it in fall 2017, I said something in it, and so it's meant to be sort of a collection of our reflections, and so passing on wisdom to people as we teach this course. So as you teach your course, I would highly recommend that you write in those implementation notes. That would be very, very valuable. So as you scroll down, there you have all the chapters for Chem 161, and there's a bunch of Pencast video simulations and animations that can be used with 161 as well. Some of these come from the textbook, the Chem Tours. Some of them come from PhET simulations or other simulations. Some of them are pencasts that I made and show students how to do problems. You can use that to sort of unburden your classroom example working time. So you can look through those and decide which ones, if any, you want to use. So that's kind of an orientation to the master course. Let's talk about how to copy it. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Actually, I'll just go to the courses menu. I'm actually going to copy the 162 course to my own course just because that's the one that I'm teaching next quarter. So I'll show you how to do that. So the settings, and so you go to settings and then you go to import course content. And then you have this little menu here and you want to copy a Canvas course. So I'm going to search for a course. So I went into my course now. So right now I'm doing this in my own course. Please don't copy a course into the master course. That will destroy and delete everything that's in there. So we're going to search for the master course. And we're going to go to 162 Lecture Master. Okay. And we're going to select all content. I'm not really sure how helpful this adjust events and due dates will be, so I'm not going to, I've tried it before and it hasn't really helped me, so I'm not going to check it. So I'm going to import that, and it will take a little while. It says that it's queued. It's running now, and now it's completed. I always ignore the 9 issues, but you can go look at what they are if you'd like to. Usually all the useful stuff ends up in there. So let's go home now and see what this now looks like. So now in my course, I have all the stuff that was in the Chem 160 and still is in the Chem 162 master course. So all those same instructor guidelines are still here, but now we've got 162 specific stuff. And as I go along in my course, I am probably going to end up modifying this quite a bit. I might even decide to not have things, not have the modules organized by chapters. I might have them organized by assignments and animations and things like that. But you can always move stuff around. So this is all, by the way, one other thing that I want to say about the master courses is that they're all organized by modules. So modules is the home menu, and you can see that there's stuff in the files menu too, which is hidden, and please keep that hidden. But all the files are here, and these files may or may not end up in some of the modules, but this is the way that I control what students see. I can dump a bunch of files in the files menu, but unless they're in a module or in an assignment, they're not going to see them. So that to me is a useful kind of control mechanism. So that's it. That's how to copy your course.